Hello, and you're very welcome along here to Clane GA Club for this Electric Ireland Minor C Shield All-Ireland Championship final. It's down against Kerry. Both teams have been now warming up for the last, I suppose, 10 or 15 minutes at this stage. It seems the weather has decided to settle down a little bit and play ball with us, so we should have ideal conditions here in Clane for Camogie. I suppose we'll start by looking at the 215s, and we'll start by looking at Downdale, where their traditional red and black, they're down to our right, going through their last bits of warm-up. They line out as was put into the programme during the week. So in goals, they have number 1, Amelia McGee. Full back line is Anya Breen, Caitlin McGrattan, and Sinead McEnany. Half back line is Orla Dempster, Cara Savage, and number 7, Claire Morgan. Their midfield is made up of team captain Keela Byrne. She's wearing number 8. Number 9 is Sophie McGrath. She is the vice captain today. Then moving into their forwards are number 10, Orla Sharkey, 11, Tara O'Neill, and 12, Shannon Coulter. Their inside then looks like number 13, Amy Morgan, 14, Eve McGrath, and number 15, Kayla McConnell. Going on to Kerry then, they have one change from the starting 15 that's in the programme. We'll get to that in a couple of seconds. But in goals, they've Lauren Bowler. Full back line is Yen Livingston. Number 3 is Roisin Quinn, and number 4 is Leonie Walls. Number 5 is Ruth O'Connor. Centre half back, I should say, even Ciara O'Sullivan. She is the joint captain. And the one change we talked about, number 19, Niamh Quinn, is in place of number 7, Anna McCarthy. Their midfield, an interesting midfield pairing, Catherine Ryan and Hannah Ryan, twin sisters there, make up the Kerry midfield. And their forwards look like this. Number 10, Amy McCarthy. 11 is Tara Burke, and 12 is Shannon Collins. Their inside line that we hope will do all the damage today. 13, Amy O'Loughlin. 14, Emma Conway, the joint captain. And number 15, Yasmin O'Brien. So they're the two starting 15s as we have them. We're nearly ready to go. Today's match referee is John Burke of Galway. He's in the middle, and now we're going to pause for the national anthem. So there you have it, the end of the national anthem. We're nearly ready to go here. Down against Kerry. Kerry have never won this competition. Down won it back in 2019. We're hoping to regain the title today. Both sides come into this fairly unencumbered by injuries. Down, of course, though, are missing Cara McAvoy. She broke her hand in a club game there last week and she misses today's game. Kerry come into this with more or less a full deck to choose from. They're also on a high down in Kerry, camogie wise, and GA, ladies GA wise in general. Of course, they won the 2A league final at senior level there a couple of weeks ago, and their ladies footballers won the Division 1 final, so they're flying on all fronts. And of course, their men are playing in the men's Munster final tomorrow against Clare in the Gaelic grounds. We're nearly ready to go here now in Clane. Kerry are in position down, just breaking from their huddle, and they're ready to go here. Seems to be a fair crowd from both sides here who have travelled down to see this one. Joe Walsh is the Kerry manager, former Kerry hurler, of course, Kilmiley club man. Before we go any further, I think John Burke wants to get things underway, so we'll come back and off and up, and we're ready to go here in Clane for this one. And it looks like Kerry have got on the ball straight away there. Their jerseys, the white number, are slightly hard to see from our commentary position here, so bear with us, but hopefully we'll be able to call the right ones as we get going. And straight away it's going to be a free in, and that's going to be taken by their centre back, Ciara O'Sullivan. Father Kevin is a selector, of course, and here she is right between the 265s. Gets decent distance on that drop, and dangerously it's bound. Takes the deflection. Oh, I think they may have hit a down defender. It goes out, and it goes out for a 45. There was danger there right inside the opening 30 seconds. That one really could have went anywhere. And now we've got a chance of a score for Kerry. Will they drop it in around the house again, or will they go directly for the score? We'll just have to see, but we got off to an electric start straight away from the very start. And now it's going to be Tara Burke to take this one from Causeway. This one much closer in than the last one. The breeze, you can see from the flags there behind the goal up by the umpire, they've more or less dropped down to nothing, so the breeze won't be an issue here. Will she have the distance? Here goes Tara. Tara likes that one, and the crowd here like that one. The referee puts his hand up. He's doing double job today as he's umpire as well, in fairness to him. He called it, he saw it. Tara Burke gets the opening score today from that 45. Straight away down, want to get things going again. That's dropping. Well, good hands there, great hands by Ruth O'Connor. She dropped it on this second, but gets it on this second occasion. Good stick pass inside as far as the point score there. Burke, she plays it through. Oh, it's skipping through. It's gone all the way in. It looks like O'Brien might be onto this inside. From a Kerry point of view, it's not O'Brien. In fact, it might be Amy O'Loughlin. She plays that back outside, and from a standing start, a good score and knocked over the bar. Good score for Kerry. So Kerry go 2 points up now within the opening couple of minutes. Knocked again, 265. Plenty of space between them here. Tara O'Neill trying to get into that for down, but again Kerry have turned him over. They're heading backwards. The hand pass was accurate. Kerry hold on to possession here. A good stick pass under pressure, played up the line, dropping around the 45. But again, Down seem to have the numbers back there, and they will mop up things here. It's mopped up there by Sophie McGrath, the vice captain. She gets it on the second attempt and goes past two players. Ball on the stick, plays that back outside. Good pass out to Dempster as well to hold on to that. It wasn't the best pass in the world, but she recovered really well and plays it up to Niamh McGrath. McGrath has it, she's lost a bit of a clash there, and it's going to be a free out. Brave there by Ruth O'Connor, got her body on the line and won her side a free. So 2 points to no score after 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone here in Clane. So it's going to be Ciara O'Sullivan again to take this one. The last one she took nearly ended up in the back of the net, took a deflection, went out for a 45, and Kerry scored from that. This one she's dropping slightly more to the right. It's going to drop down again. Looks like it's going to drop down as far as Conway now. Conway goes one way then the other, has support inside, gives it inside. The best pass in the world. There's a foul there. It was in across as far as Collins. It was a high tackle. I think it's what the referee John Burke saw there, and it's going to be free, and this one is very central. You'll expect it to be converted. You'll imagine it's going to be Tara Burke who's going to stand over this one again. So just outside the edge of the D. Again, fairly central, not too far from the one she scored a couple of minutes ago. Maybe it's the best connection in the world, but it's accurate. That's the main thing. Straight over the bar. Number 2 for Tara Burke and number 3 for Kerry. So good start out of the kingdom here. It's dropping again, well taken out the sky there by Sharkey. Sharkey plays that under. There's a bit of space over there for Keela Byrne, the team captain. Keela gets it, turns back, then goes the other way. She's blocked down, brilliant block down there from a Kerry perspective, but Down have it on their second attempt. That one's going to go, another good block. Kerry working really hard there. Savage going to go back and get this one down. She collects that one well, under a bit of pressure, but holds on to it. Gives it out as far as Morgan now. Then Morgan plays that up along the line. She was trying to get that up as far as Tara O'Neill, but the ball not as accurate as she would like. Maybe it goes out for a line ball, and a line ball to Kerry now between the 265s. Coming up on 4 minutes gone in this one, and you'd have to say it's been all Kerry so far. 3 points to no score, down yet really to get into the ball into their forwards to try and do some damage. These sides met during, that connection wasn't made. Players standing back as she knows she can't go at that again, and Down have managed to turn that over. Have they eventually? A lot of players go in for that. It's still there, not going out of play. The referee's taking his time. Is he going to give a throw in? What's he going to give? No. Kerry have managed to dig that one out and come away with it, trying to play it there across to Ruth O'Connor. Ruth pushed off the ball. The referee says play on. It's still there. A couple of players go to the ground there. One of them was Sophie McGrath. Sophie McGrath was fouled, the referee says. So it is going to be a free in. A good distance from goals, but it does give Down their first chance of the game to maybe establish themselves and try and get something from this. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, these sides met in round 2 of this competition. That one finished 2-9 to 4 points in favour of Kerry. Down and feel a final anthem can happen. They're going to give it their all. So here they go with this one. One strong shot there by McGrath. It's dropping dangerously inside. Still bouncing. There's enough Kerry players back there to try and control this. And they looked at done that at this stage. It's still there though. There's still danger. Can Down get something on this? Both sets of players throwing everything they can into this until they've got something out of this. Goes back out, trying to get the shot away. Trying to play it back out there as far as McGrath. McGrath doesn't get it, but it comes as far as Tara O'Neill now. Tara O'Neill is brought down. And Down have their first scoreable free of the day. Just on the edge of the D. You can imagine they should get their opening score here from this one. Good work from them. They worked it in from their 45. Looks like it's going to be Niamh McGrath who's going to take this one. Just wants to tie her laces before that. Referee's telling a couple of players need to go back from her a small bit as Niamh is standing over this one. 5.5 minutes gone here in this minor C final. Down will be desperate to get this one, so here goes Niamh. The crowd go respectfully silent for her as she takes this one, throws it up. Not the most in the world, but doesn't get enough. It's off the crossbar, and he comes back off the crossbar, still in play. And Down are yet to get a score. Kerry will be delighted about that one. It fell favourably here. The crossbar is a flat one here, and Clane it bounced back out. And Kerry were quickest to react. And they've won themselves a free out now. And they will just be breathing sigh of relief there as they look up at the scoreboard and see it's still 3 points to no score. So Kerry now have a chance to clear their lines. This one's going to be launched again there by Ciara O'Sullivan. It's dropping there around the 45 again. Looks like Down quickest to react. McGinney, but it's been turned over there. Is there a chance coming in there? Yasmin O'Brien, has she done it? Yes, she has. Does need to be asked twice. Turns and strikes down and over the bar. And from what could have been a score up at the other end, that one that hit the crossbar came all the way down, and Yasmin O'Brien gets onto that and knocks it over. So McGee of Down now. In fact, she doesn't take the puck out, but Down take the puck out either way, and it's dropping. And Kerry again look to have the numbers over. They've won this one. Clever little hand pass over the top, and Kerry works up now for this. Working down the line is Collins. Collins goes down a bit of a blind alley, turns back inside. Thought it was more support over her shoulder. She gives one in across. The referee, what is he saying? Saying there's a chop down, so it's going to be a free to Kerry. Just inside the 45, still 4 points to no score, coming up on 7 minutes gone. Now there might be another chance of a Kerry score, or will it be dropped in around the house? Either way, Down will have to just be very, very careful for the next couple of minutes. They need to settle themselves, get into this game. As Tara Burke stands over this one, she's looking for number 3 for the day. Just inside the 45. She's trying to curl this one in from left to right, but she doesn't get the angle of that right, and that one just goes to the left and wide. So it's still 4 points to no score. Again, fairly quick puck out there, flaking from Down. She's trying to put that down top of Claire Morgan. Claire managed to get one hand and doesn't hold it. Kayla Byrne is over there. She's trying to get into a Kerry, are working hard. They've managed to win themselves a line ball on the far side of the field, just in front of the dugout over there. And they're bringing across, it looks like Ciara O'Sullivan, the joint captain, to take this one. Ciara has been involved in everything so far in the opening 8 minutes or so of this game from a Kerry perspective. Makes a decent connection on that. Doesn't go a huge distance though as it bounces back off one of her own players. But Kerry hold on to possession. That is the main thing at this point. Crossing the 65, the referees had too many steps taken, and Down will be delighted with that one as they get a chance to settle down, clear their lines, and maybe launch an attack from here. Maybe a set play they might have worked on in training. Can they work something from here? Breeze has changed slightly since we mentioned it a few minutes ago. Now it is potentially favouring Down, and it's McGrath now to take this one. She's come up from full back. Her father David is the manager, of course. She has a bit of a breeze. She gets underneath that one and drops it down on top. Looks like this will favour the down player. That player is Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath out by the sideline. Not an easy angle. She cuts back in. She goes past 2 Kerry players. Still on the ball. Still McGrath on the ball. Is she going to shoot from there? No, she's going to come back inside. Might be a chance here from down if they can work it back out. Still working out. Looks like Sophie McGrath on it now. She's steadying herself. She has the confidence to take that on. Has she got the open score her down? She hasn't. It was a well-worked move of about 3 or 4 players. And eventually the shot came in and it just went to the left and wide. But down would be slightly more encouraged from that. McGrath just looked confident. She struck down, just didn't get the angles on that one right. And it's still 4 points to no score. 9 minutes gone. It's dropping again there. Again, Kerry looked like they're the first to react to this. Oh, nice pull there, coming in across from Coulter, just to get that away from the Kerry attacker. But Kerry have got the ball back again. But down now have recovered, just as I say that. And now they have the ball back. On the back foot, but it's cleared out and there might be a bit of space here. This one would favour the down forward, you'd imagine. A bit of pushing and shoving going on over there. It looked like McConnell was trying to get onto that, but Kerry have managed to win that one, dig the ball out and come away with it. Now it's up as far as Collins again. Collins turns over to her shoulder. The crowd love that one as that's dropping around the edge of the D. Still there, fighting for it strong over there. Amy McCarthy has it. So too was Breen, but it looks like McCarthy is going to get onto that one from a Kerry point of view. She is fouled and it's going to be a free in. Good work there. The ball could easily have gone the other way. McCarthy did really well to work on that one. Her father, Jared, the county board chairman, she did well there to win that one. It's going to be a free in now on the far side of the field. Here goes Burke again, looking for number 3. Standing start as she gets that one. She's not having, the umpires didn't have much of a decision to make there, they'll say, as that one went to the right and wide. 4 points to no score it remains. What is written on the scoreboard here in Clane? 10.5 minutes gone. That one again is dropping. It's a long clearance there out front of that. The ever lively McConnell is onto that. She has the ball in the stick. She's past her player. She still has the ball. Gets the shot away. Not as much power as she would have liked. And it's coming all the way and still bouncing around the house though. Well picked up there by Mowler. She does well. Not a huge clearance though. Now down of a chance. They're bearing down a goal. Here goes Coulter. She feeds it off. The whistle is gone though. The whistle has gone for a throw. Something we're seeing a lot in the men's game. Not something you see a huge amount in Camogie. The referee spotted it though. Down the fans here not agreeing there as the ball came in as far as Amy Morgan. She would look to finish that to the net. The referee said just about that vital time the ball was thrown. So Down still yet to register a score in this one. Dropping again there. Again it looks like Kerry are going to pick up that 50-50, or are they? Down come in a few more players to it. They get it through Tara O'Neill now. Tara has it. She's heading over towards the sideline. Still Tara. She's half hooked, half blocked as she gets onto that. Still on the ground, still between the 45. Oh, a few players just come in and top each other, but it is going to be a free. It's going to be a free out to Kerry. And all players get back up on their feet and they're ready to go again. Good lively start from both sides. Down the field though, they had a few chances if they could have converted 1 or 2. Just looking up at that scoreboard and seeing all the zeros, they won't be happy about that, but 4 points isn't unsurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. There's plenty of time to go here. Kerry now with the free just outside their own 45, playing this one into the breeze. So O'Sullivan, she plays that one down the narrow side. It's going to bounce. Who's going to get onto that? It's still there. It's picked up eventually. The down backs were lively on that occasion. Breen has it now. Anya Breen, not a huge clearance in that, and Kerry have picked it up again. They're trying to work it in from not the easiest angle. That's going to drop in around. Out comes McGee, and McGee does well. She was confident. She rode attacking and then cleared the ball back out to where it came from. But it's back out to the green and gold jerseys again, but has been well won over there by Sharkey. She did well. Just managed to get a boot on that, stopping it going. Far side of the field is an official saying that has gone out. I don't think it has. The referee doesn't agree, and that's dropped into a bit of space. Down have enough numbers. Oh, just taking their eye off the ball there at the very last second, and there could be danger here as Kerry managed to win this possession back, but Down again just threw their body into the line. This is an All-Ireland final. No one wants to lose at this stage, and you can see it there, just the appetite for the fight. Again, out comes McConnell. He's been lively all day. Good pass across, just a little bit too much on it. Wasn't controlled initially there by O'Neill. It's still there, it's still on the ground though. 2 or 3 Kerry players go in for this one, still forming a bit of a ruck, and it's Kerry who look like they have that just pure strength there, managed to win it for the Kerry players. She's still trying to get it up, 3rd or 4th time she hasn't though. She persevered and she was fouled, says the match referee here, John Burke, and it's going to be a free out again there on the defending 45. Kerry's defending 45 gives them a chance just to settle things down again. There's a down player here down to our left, so we'll have a slight pause here, you'd imagine. Down mentors there just trying to energise our girls, just telling them keep it going, lads. We've a long way to go. It's an All-Ireland final, no one wants to lose at this stage, and there's plenty of time. 4 points to no score. Kerry have been impressive in the early stages of this game though. Didn't see what happened to the down player or even what player it was. She's down receiving a bit of attention. No doubt she'll be doing her very best to stay on here. Down defence has been under considerable pressure since the start of this game. David Coffey and Noel Sands are the men who are in charge of this down minor camogie team. It's their first year in charge. David, of course, won 4 county titles at Portaferry and under 21 with Down as well. Noel, his hurling accolades, it'll take me too long to mention them out. He's nearly won everything you can win at this stage. Kerry, Joe Walsh over them, as I mentioned a while ago, former Kerry hurler, Kilmiley club hurler as well, won national leagues with Kerry and county championships with Kilmiley as well. So plenty of experience, strength and depth on the line. John managed Kerry under 21 hurlers, of course, and was also hurling official for Kerry County Board for 5 years. So man knows his onions, as they'd say. Now we're back ready to go again. The down player who was down there was McEnany, I think, but she's back up again, and Kerry now have the 45, or the clearance from their own 45, a free out. She plays that down the narrow side, it's bouncing. You'd have to fancy the down player over there, Cara Savage. Savage gets on it. She has plenty of time and space. She wants to go across. Oh, just like I say that, she's half blocked. That didn't get the distance it would have liked, but it's managed to squirt its way out to McGrath. Sophie McGrath on it now. Sophie goes past the player, drops it, so still coming. Good defending there. The hurley came in there. The referee said it came in illegally there from Catherine Ryan, as Sophie McGrath was on her bike heading towards the goal. It's going to be a free in now. It's going to be quickly taken. Thrown forward there, lovely. There was a bit of space and well exploited by the down players. That one's left out as far as Sophie McGrath again. Sophie, can she get her score eventually? She puts that to the right and wide. That's her second attempt at least. That's her second wide, unfortunately, from her point of view. The score was on, but just not converted on this occasion. So still 4 points to no score halfway through this first half. Fowler now, she's going to her right hand side. Again, plenty of height on that one. It's dropping over there. A couple of players go up for it. It's still in the air. That's knocked up. Has it gone out of play? The referee linesman there on the far side of the field, he says yes, it has. It'll be a line ball to Kerry. Ciara O'Sullivan makes her way over to take that one. Kerry came through the qualifying group with a 100% record, beating Mayo, Down, as we mentioned earlier, Wicklow, Armagh. Got a walk over against Cavan, and then of course they beat Wicklow in the semi-final there last week with 7 points. Free in there now for Down. This is a scoreable one. Well, maybe just on the edge of scoreable. What will they go from here? Will they drop it in? From what we've seen so far in this game, is within range, but it's been accuracy maybe to slightly let down the Down player. So here we go. A chance for Down to get their opening score of the game. McGrath didn't make the connection. She would have liked it. Still there though. You could hear it from here. Maybe hit the underside of the box, but it just didn't go in the right direction. It was come back as far as McGrath. Now McGrath has it. Does she on the same time? No, she decides to leave it on this occasion. Down, hold on to it. Good ball across as far as Sophie McGrath. Sophie just took her eye off that one. Her ball was maybe too firmly struck. Down maybe have it here. Oh, good work by Kerry. They've turned it over there. It looks like O'Sullivan again, who came out of her own defence. Shards up the grip of the hurley and clears that one away. But it's going to come back at her again, as Down really want to get a score from this move. The crowd here are loving the hooking and blocking there. Savage on the ball again. Savage on her left hand side, puts down in around the edge of D. Brilliantly taken up there by Morgan. Morgan plays that back outside as far as O'Neill. O'Neill opens the score for Down. It was coming, they deserved it. They worked it out here, and the crowd here really loved that one. As Tara O'Neill puts that one over the bar. You can just hear the amount of Down supporters are here when they do get a score like that. They're nearly taking the roof off the stand here in Clane. 4 points to 1. They will cheer every hook and block and tackle, as will the Kerry supporters. Now that one is dropping down as far as Sharkey. She can't get it. Oh, she gets it on this second attempt. Good defended by Kerry. They'll have turned it over there through Ryan. Hannah Ryan then plays it outside to her colleague. That looks like Amy McCarthy. Amy McCarthy was fouled, and now Kerry have a chance to just put the boot down again, to open up that lead again. They'll feel that maybe Down were on top of them for the last 3 or 4, maybe even 5 minutes. Kerry will want to get another score to just stop that forward momentum from Down. And it's going to be Tara Burke to take this one. This one is the farthest one out if she's taken so far today. She has scored 2. She's taken a few of them. She's scored 2. This one is a long, long way out into the breeze as well. So you imagine she'll just try and drop this in around and cause a bit of danger inside and cause a bit of havoc. That's exactly what's after happening. Oh, it's well read all the way and right behind that. Down just again, foul as they come out, well taken back there. It looked like it was McGrattan who was behind that all day long. She planted her feet as Down was coming in and picked it up easily. Won her side a free, and now it's a free out. 4 points to 1 in favour of Kerry now, coming up on 19 minutes gone. Down is again dropped. 6 or 7 players involved in the bit of a ruck. It's pulled away. And you'll have to fancy Ruth O'Connor to get onto this, but what she does is McConnell now for Down. McConnell, who's played herself into a bit of trouble trying to get out of it. Kerry come in and top her, but now it's out as far as Morgan. Oh, good stick work there, but it looks like Walls is over there at the far side of the field. Hannah Ryan then clears that out. Not a huge distance on it. Down, pick it back up again, work it back out as far as Keela Byrne maybe half block. McGrath now has it again. Kerry players just 3 or 4 around. A foul came in there and it's going to be a free out. Kerry's been very good to just put their body on the line. They know the foul is coming. They put their body where they know they have to be. They've won frees in this position numerous times so far in this game. O'Sullivan now again. This one might drop. There's a Kerry player there in a bit of space and drops straight into her hand. Is there a shot coming? Well blocked there. It's going to drop outside as far as Amy McCarthy. Amy McCarthy can't get it the first time. Keela Byrne is there as well, but it's a Kerry player who has it again. It looks like it's Conway now. Emma Conway. She's been pushed out and Down have managed to win this one back just inside the 45. Still there. It's heading towards the sideline. It hasn't gone over just yet according to the lines on the far side of the field. Now he's decided it has, and it's going to be a line ball, an attacking line ball to Kerry. Like Shannon Collins is going to come over and take this one. Interestingly, both number 12s are both called Shannon. Shannon Coulter for Down, Shannon Collins for Kerry. It's going to be the Kerry version. He's going to take this one into the breeze. Is there a few runners for her left and right? She goes, put a nice pace on that, no real height, but it comes to a Down player. Dempster was just half blocked. It's gone back to a Down player though again. Now they've eventually managed to get it up. There's 3 or 4 players there. Claire Morgan is over there as well for Down, and she's the one who's trying to get through a wall of Kerry players. The 3 of them stood her up and they managed to turn her over. Tara O'Neill now has it. Tara O'Neill plays in there as far as Amy Morgan now. Amy Morgan shows a clean pair of heels to both defenders as she comes in past the player. There is space inside, puts it inside to Yasmin now. Yasmin O'Brien. There is a chance for Kerry. Can they get another score from here? Oh, good hook, good block, whatever you'd like to call it. Great defending from a Down perspective. The shot seemed to be on, the score was coming, but the Down players just didn't give up through 2 hurleys into that one and stopped the shot getting off. Now it's worked back as far as Roisin Quinn again. Roisin has played it up as far as Collins. Collins plays it inside. Oh, was looking for Catherine Ryan. Catherine Ryan misses it on this occasion. Down come away now. Hand pass clearance up as far as Sophie McGrath. Sophie that is half topped. That is cleared up the field from around the 45. McConnell was trying to get onto that again from a Down perspective, but Kerry have enough players back there. Brilliant by Ciara O'Sullivan. Still there, still on the ground. Hannah Ryan is involved in this one, as is Ciara O'Sullivan. Looks like it's going to be O'Sullivan who has it now. O'Sullivan takes it on the hurley. 4 or 5 yard hand pass ahead of her, up as far as Amy McCarthy. Now Amy down by the sideline. Amy is absolutely flying at the moment. Oh, big tackle coming in there from Sharkey, and the referee says it's going to be a free in. The 2 number 10s collided there. Sharkey was like, thou shalt not pass there, as she came across and made sure there was no more yards gained there by Amy McCarthy. It's going to be a free in now. Good work from both sides in that passage of play. We saw some great defending and great attacking from both sides. Was going to result now in a free for Kerry. Not the easiest of angles. The distance shouldn't be an issue, but the angle may be for Burke as she strikes that one. Did it come in after post? I think it may have, but it goes over the crossbar, and that's another score for Kerry. Number 3 for Tara Burke and number 5 for Kerry. 5 points to 1. 8 minutes or so left of normal time in this first half. Cleared out the field again there and dropping. It looks like it's going to drop into the hand of Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill loses her footing in a very inopportune moment, but the referee says she lost it because she was fouled, and it is going to be a free in now between the 65 and the 45, and across to take that one is going to be coming Emma Con. In fact, it's Neve McGrath, I should say. Neve McGrath is coming across to take this one, so Neve steadying herself now. She's taken 1 or 2 already in this game, yet to score. Hoping to change that maybe. As I say that, the breeze, a real swirling breeze, is going one way at one end and one the other way at the other end. She plays it across. Sharkey is free. That one is slightly overhit. Sharkey can't control that, but it's going to come down to Coulter now. Shannon Coulter, good defending there by Roisin Quinn, managed to boot that, as we've seen many a Kerry player do in the past, just using their boot to clear it out. And it's going to be a free out for a chop came across.
Come on, Tara.
So all the way back down in the Kerry defensive line. That one, is it going to stay in? It's going to go up along the line. It has dropped in and it's fallen very fortuitously there to Aim McCarthy. Aim McCarthy is going again. We saw her running a few minutes ago. This time she's well marshaled by Dempster, who does really well. It's still stopped there on the 45. Kicked out again. Good intelligent play from a down perspective there by Savage. Savage steers out up as far as McGrath. Lee McGrath in the ocean to space. Left and right. She has the board if she wants it. Decides to go left, which is half blocked there. Good play by Ciara O'Sullivan, but again she's fouled. The referee has decided it's going to be a free in for down. A little bit more central than the one we saw taken a few minutes ago. Again, the distance is a fair distance out for these girls, these under 18 girls. It's not as much of a gimme as we might expect in the adult game. But another chance for down to get their second score of the game if it can be converted. Lift is good, the strike is good for McGrath. Is it accurate? The crowd here lets you know, and you can hear it. As Youngboy put up his hand there, the crowd went mad as Niamh McGrath knocks that over. That's her first of the day, and down second. Just 3 points in it now. 5.5 minutes left in this first half. So still all to play for. Bowler now, she's looking around as she got a few runners. She hasn't just yet, I think, so she's just going to put as much welly on her as she can, and that one is hanging in the air. It's hanging up there on the far side of the field. Is it going to stay in? It's batted back down. It's still there. Clean possession not really got just yet, but look, Kerry seem to have it now, just as I say that. I have to work it back. Playing in dark alleys over there on the far side of the field. Not easy to get the ball out there. Plenty of players around it. Down have managed to turn it over, and now they're flying down the wing over there. It looked like it was Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill was trying to get a shot away, but Hurley came in there and it's gone out for a line ball to down on the far side of the field. So just there, that's the 45 line. The ball is just adjacent to at the moment. 3 point game here in Clane. Again, going with a low one with plenty of pace, but Kerry have the numbers back there, and that one is cleared out just up to the 65 line. Downer managed to get another attack going again there. Looks like Claire Morgan on the ball again. Claire plays that out. Good hand pass outside. Down holding on to this. Just taking too many steps already. Either way, the ref didn't like what he saw over there. It's going to be a free out to Kerry. 5 minutes or so left in this first half. The next couple of scores you feel will be vital. Ciara O'Sullivan now. Ciara looks down. There is a bit of space to play it into, but Cara Savage has spotted it, and Savage has the ball. Now Savage is coming out up to the 65, ball on the stick, driving forward, looking around her. Kerry players come in and top her, but she managed to get the ball away to some extent. It's still there, it's still been fought for. Still no one really getting possession cleanly just yet, but Down managed to turn it over again, and they're coming out to this near side of the field. Good ball outside. It looks like he's played out. Sophie McGrath now. Sophie McGrath has it. Sophie takes on two players, goes through the two of them. Now Sophie on her left hand side. Has she got the stamina and the strength to put it over? Yes, she does. Sophie McGrath, and that is the score of the day from the Down midfielder. As she picked that up, danced past two players, struck it on her left and struck it over the crossbar. Now just a 2 point game here in Clane. 4.5 minutes left and 3.5 minutes left of this first half. Bowler now of Causeway and Kerry dropping that one. Dropping, bouncing down. Kerry, it's hard to say who has it just yet. It's still there. No one has possession. Match referee John Burke watching there to see what's he going to do. It has played itself out. Big clash there coming in there. We loved it here, that clash Eddie Ash, and that's gone out for a line ball. That is going the way of Down. And it's going to be taken by the point score from a couple of seconds ago, Sophie McGrath. So she's going to aim for. She goes fairly, I don't know, straight in front of her, I suppose, was her target there. Wanted the Down player free, but it has worked out. It has worked out as far as McConnell into plenty of space over there, if it can be exploited by Morgan. Amy Morgan is trying to get onto this one. She has a Kerry player on her back, but now she has it. Here goes Morgan, heading for goal. Morgan on the left, Morgan with the shot, and Morgan strikes that over the crossbar. The goal may have been on. She must have thought of it for a couple of seconds, but then decides to go with the more sensible option possibly, and Amy Morgan knocks that over the bar, and now just 1 point in this game. 5 points to 4. 2 minutes 10 seconds left of normal time in this first half. Bowler then again dropping that one again. Ruck of players form around that one. The Savage who comes out with that one. Down really applying the pressure at the moment. That's dropping in around. Amy Morgan again was trying to get onto that. Now Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath has it. Is there a chance? Back outside as far as Morgan. Morgan's in a bit of space. Has she goal in her mind? No, she doesn't. She takes the point again. That's 2 in a row there for Down. Amy Morgan with her second. And we're all square here with just a minute and a half left in this first half. And few would have believed that coming up here. As I mentioned earlier, when these sides met in round 2 of this competition, it was an 11-point win for the Kerry girls, 2-9 to 4 points. Down have already outscored that here today after just registering their 5th point there. Down again, seems to be back there. Claire Morgan picks that one up again. Half a block there. Now Kerry will feel they've been out of it for the last few minutes. They want to score, they need a score, and they're going the right way about her at the moment. As the shot is eventually coming in, they throw hurleys at her, get whoever they can, but it doesn't stop her as that one is knocked over the crossbar. And Kerry know they needed that one, and they've got it, and they've got it through. Number 12, Shannon Collins, did really well there. Didn't give up on it. Put the boot down, turned on the afterburners, the turbo charge, everything she had to get into a bit of space and then knock it over the bar. 5 points to 6. 45 seconds or so left in this first half. Having a slight pause there as the referee gets his notes together. He has them together, and now we can go. Nancy McGrath has been taking the puck outs all day for down. She puts that one down. Who's it going to fall to? Looks like it's going to fall to Keela Byrne. Keela does lose at the last minute, and it's picked up by O'Sullivan. Ciara O'Sullivan then plays that across the line. Still there now, down to have turned that one over again. Oh, bit of a push in the back, potentially the referee says play on though, as it's well cleared out there by Roisin Quinn. She does well, and there is space out here. Who's going to win the ball? Who's going to run the race for the Slater over here in this Minor C final here live? Brought to you by Electric Ireland here in Clane. That one is, the referee hasn't made a decision just yet. He has, and he's given a free out. And I think there's going to be 2 minutes by the board here. There's a 2 and a 0 on the board, which almost thinks there's going to be 20 minutes, which obviously couldn't be correct. We're going to go with the most feasible option there, so 2 added minutes on it here in Clane. So 2 minutes, that one is taken there quickly by Sophie McGrath. Out in front there is Amy Morgan. Amy has 2 to her name already. She plays that across the field. It might fall to Orla Sharkey. Orla made to her eye after a little bit at the end. Now Tara O'Neill has it. Now Tara, she shortens up the grip and she sends that one in as far as McConnell. It just overruns everyone, and the Kerry defence will be delighted to see that go out over the end line and wide. So we're into the time added on. We've played about 40 seconds. Of that time we're due 2 minutes. 5 points to 6. While Kerry were on top in the first maybe 10 to 12 minutes, Down have really taken control of that. Kerry with that last point, though, is what they'll be happy about. They lead by 1 as we approach the half-time break. That one drops, and again Down are on the attack once more, trying to work something from this. Hand pass goes back. Is there a shot going to come in? A couple of extra steps taken. The referee says play on as Down's played into a bit of space. Is there a chance for another Down score? Driving forward here again. Things open up. Can Down get this one? Through McGrath. McGrath takes a step back, steadies herself, and again exploits a small bit of indecision maybe in the Kerry defence as Niamh McGrath turns, shoots, and gets her second score today. 6 points apiece here. 30 seconds left of this first half. The referee is pausing us for a second for some reason. Oh, there is a Down player on the far side of the field receiving a bit of attention. I presume this time will be added on here in a couple of minutes. 6 points apiece. This is trawling in her C final. Bowler was the near side of the field again. The wind seems to take that one. And it has to be mentioned as well, Down do have this breeze in the first half. Now the breeze can be deceptive, but look at Kerry now flying down the wing. That was McCarthy. McCarthy plays that over the top. And Down players are back there in numbers. That looked to be Anya Breen. Anya Breen has it. And the referee says, I've seen enough in this first half. 6 points apiece. The Down crowd here, very, very vocal as their girls leave the field. 6 points apiece. What a first half we've had. Now it has to be mentioned, maybe we didn't mention it enough in that first half, but Down did have that breeze in the first half. It was very helpful to them when they were playing them long balls down into the corner. Kerry started off that first half much the better. Down have clawed their way back into it. Just to recap on the scores there for Kerry, they have 3 from Tara Burke, 1 from Shannon Collins, 1 from Amy O'Loughlin, and 1 from Yasmin O'Brien. From a Down perspective, they have 2 from Niamh McGrath, 1 from a free, 1 from a play. Tara O'Neill has 1, Sophie McGrath has 1, and Amy Morgan has 2, making it 6 points apiece here at half time. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage so far. My name is Paul Jenkins. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with full coverage of the second half very shortly.
Very welcome along. 6 points apiece. Viewers from all over the world, you want to walls watching see how it's
he only gets on. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching around the world. We're nearly ready to go here for this second half as John Burke, today's referee, about to throw it in. The man from Galway, he's at the centre at the moment, just making sure everything is in place. I think he's actually waiting for his linesman to come across here as he sprints across the field. The breeze is still just as active as it was a few minutes ago, and this half will be favouring the girls from Kerry, though, and they'll be hoping to make as much use of that as possible. 6 points apiece. They're up and ready to go. Here we go, and we're going again. And it looks like Kerry have managed to win this, have they? A down player is down holding her ankle, didn't quite see what happened. I imagine it was probably a stray swing. She seems to be in a certain amount of distress. I'd say we will pause for a few minutes as a result of that one. As the ball was coming in, I think both players are maybe fairly enthusiastic. It's the second half of an All-Ireland final. Everyone wants to go on. Everyone wants to win this one. But it's a down player comes out in the wrong end of that one. And I think that's going to be the end of her day, unfortunately. Sophie McGrath is in there trying to offer a bit of comfort and console her there, but quite see who it was. I think it might be Keela Byrne, potentially might be down the team captain, just trying to identify who's still standing up, to trying to see who it is. It could be Keela, though she would have been involved in that throw in. She's a team captain, of course. Down would not want to see her, or any other player for that matter, have to go off the field as a result of an injury. We are going to be paused here for a few minutes for this one. We mentioned how Kerry had topped the group. Down came third in the group, so against the odds they're really here. They lost to Kerry, as we said, in the second game after beating Wicklow. They went on to beat Cavan and Mayo and then lost to Armagh. Then they played Armagh again in the All-Ireland semi-final after losing them by 8 points. They beat them by a point in the All-Ireland semi-final. That's how they are here today. Kerry, on the other hand, they beat Mayo, they beat Down in the second round, as you mentioned. They went on to beat Wicklow then in round 3 before beating Armagh by 7 points, and then playing Wicklow again in the All-Ireland semi and beating them 13 to 2-9 that day. 7 points out, so 5 wins out of 5 for them. Never won this competition. I want to put that right today. So still we are paused for that injury. Kerry Camogie putting in a huge effort at the moment. They have only one senior club down in Kerry, but from a minor perspective they have 8, so they really hope that this thing is going to keep coming. They're trying to grow Camogie down there, and a win here today would be huge for that. And it looks like I may have brought her off too early as a down player. Is she up and ready to go? The physio's trying to go through the last bit of protocol there. Just be up here, just trying to make sure her calves are standing up to this, her quads, everything else. Last minute fitness test. She looks to actually be okay. It should be a relief to everyone here, not to mention her manager and physio. She receives, I was going to say a warm round of applause, but as I say it stopped, so they'll wait till she's actually up and ready to go before they give her that applause, I'd imagine. Just going through, it looks like it's her ankle, I think, is what they seem to be trying to put a bit of a stress test on. And she is going to play on, in fairness to her. Kayla Byrne back up on her feet. The team captain did not want to go off the field. She's going to die in her shield out there, she says. We're going to go again with a throw in, and we're up about 3.5 minutes there with a stoppage for. We're up and ready to go here again. Still 6 points apiece here in Clane. The ball is still there, not won cleanly, but Kerry, who come away with that, they come away with it through McCarthy now. McCarthy plays that on, and there's another chance to work something into a bit of space over there by Collins. Collins then played that down line, dropping on the 45. Couple of hands go for who's going to get to it. It looks like Conway, who got a point in the first half. We may have attributed to Amy O'Loughlin. It was a fact Emma Conway, who got it, the niece of Shane Conway, the man who's really flying with Kerry senior hurlers at the moment. That's still over there, and it's going to be a free to Kerry. Shannon Collins from Killard fouled over there on the far side of the field, and a chance for Kerry to get the opening score of this second half. I imagine it's going to be Tara Burke who's going to head over there to try and convert this one. So Tara just maybe 30 yards out, not an easy angle. It came off the back stanchion, I think, and it goes to the left and wide. That's the opening wide of this second half. It goes the way of Tara Collins from Causeway. So it's still all square here. That one goes short there as far as Breen. Anya Breen is under a bit of pressure, but she gets the ball eventually and she starts to run with it. I imagine they would have been told to run a little bit more with it, the down backs in this half, as they're playing into a fairly, well, at times stiff breeze. They say that now here has dropped a small little bit. So we have a line ball now. Line ball to Kerry. And across comes Emma Conway to take this one. Just inside the 45. What is she thinking here? Will she try to drop it in around the square? Will she just go short? It remains to be seen. Emma Conway. She's taking her time, wants to get this one teed up nicely. No one running for her just yet. They're waiting till the last minute so the runs won't be tracked. So here goes Conway. Doesn't get a huge amount of purchase on that, but she finds another Kerry player. Struggles trying to get into her hand there. Did Hannah Ryan. Drops down and will restart with a line ball almost in the exact same position. So we'll go again, take two now for Emma Conway. They're going to try something different to go down the line here. Not a huge amount of effort into that, but it worked out really, really well. There is Amy McCarthy out by the side, and there was a call from the goalie. Was there a call? There was a small bit of confusion back there between McGee and McGrath, and it bounced. I don't think McGee in the goal knew too much about it, but she knew enough to get her body behind and stop that one sneaking into the back of the net. And we go again with a free out. Not a huge distance on that, but down hold onto possession back inside their own half. That one is cleared out. They're trying to get that one up as far as Claire Morgan. Claire gets it, she pulls it across the field. There's a little more space for down to try and start their attack here. A couple of players calling for it, but this down player is going to go forward. That is Sophie McGrath. Sophie with a great first half. Took the ball there maybe 30 or 40 yards forward. That one is given off in the side as far as Kayla Byrne. She was down injured a minute ago. Can she get a score? Here goes Kayla with the shot. Just goes to the right and wide. The crowd here groan at that one. They saw Kayla down receiving attention for about 3.5 minutes, but she was up there and she was trying to get a score, but just drifted to the right and wide. And that's the opening score, or opening wide of the second half for down. So it's one each on the wides. No score yet in the second half for either side. So still 6 points apiece. Another one down, bouncing. And the game's well taken there by the down defence. They have looked lively. They know they're in for a challenge here in this second half, as the Kerry team have the breeze, and they're going to put everything they can into this one. Down again on the ball here. Good ball down into the corner. There is a bit of space. Down. Can they convert something from here? As it's played down inside, played back across. Good pass here as Coulter picks that one up. Coulter was that back inside. Was she trying to play the 1-2 with Amy Morgan? It was a little bit ambitious if that was the plan. I'm not sure it was. Amy Morgan did really well to run down into the corner. She looked up, saw Shannon Coulter, played it into Shannon, but Shannon then tried to play it straight back, but just too much on it on that occasion. Dropping there, well taken out of the sky there by Amy McCarthy. Amy has it now. She's turned and she's settled herself as she plays that back inside as far as Tara Burke. Tara Burke, what a pirouette there. Spins out of that tackle, gives a little sidestep, still on the ball. There's 3 down players after, but Kerry still manages to hold the possession here. Shannon Collins does well, manages to win the free. There's the second one she's won in the second half. This one is a little more central, and this one is a lot more scoreable from a Kerry point of view, and for Tara Burke. So here goes Burke looking for her first score of the second half, and she got it. The crowd here like that one, so does the umpire. That goes over the crossbar. Number 4 for Tara, all coming from frees. But more importantly, from a Kerry point of view, it puts them 1 point up. So the referee having a chat there with one of the down players. Saw something he didn't like there. I think that might be Orla Sharkey he was talking to. No cards given, so we're just going to play on. Oh, there's a substitute there. We're 18 coming onto the field. Not sure for which side yet, actually.
Tell her, lads, we need somebody tell her. Come on, Ray, take it up. Come on, somebody tell her.
I don't think the players know who's going off either, is it?
Done, Yasmin.
That is 18 for Kerry, who's come onto the field. There was a bit of confusion there, only either side knew. So Chloe McCarthy has come on for Kerry. Huge puck out there, it's dropping, it's batted down. Kerry pick up the scraps, and Chloe McCarthy just into this game. She's half blocked, still there. Kerry still on the attack here, trying to get something out of this. Ruth O'Connor involved in this move as well. Being kicked, just anything to move this forward from a Kerry point of view. Now still going on here again. Looks like it might be Ruth O'Connor over there on the far side of the field, still there. It's in juggle Lindy here. Kerry are managing to make ground here without really holding possession 100%. It's still there. Kerry still have it. Now down. Don't want this going any further. I've seen enough of the mess they're saying. But it's still not won. It's still there. It's still been fought for. Very messy. Couple of minutes there. And what's he going to give in the end? Looks like he's given free. He's given a free into Kerry, it looks like. The down players retreat back to the goal line. There's going to be a free into Kerry. That one was fairly marginal, fairly 50-50 from where we are positioned. Hard to see what that was. Maybe for me it was a swing came in, but either way it's Tara Burke now. Tara Burke just on the 45, difficult enough angle on a 21 in fact, but Tara Burke makes that look very, very easy. Number 5 for her for today. 3 in that first half, 2 in the second half, and Kerry now go into a 2-point lead. Bouncing there, pull there, went down perspective. Sarah Morgan won it, but she did it the wrong way. In fact, it was Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath got a connection on that, couldn't control it though. It's well one back there. Another chance for Kerry to clear that one down the line. Still knocking around there. We see Kerry number 19, Niamh Quinn, who has all, just in case you're just joining us, she did start today's game. She was wearing number 19, but she started in place of Anna McCarthy. That one is played down the line, it's bouncing. Who's onto it again? It's dropping kindly to Conway. Emma Conway, one hand on the hurley, eventually gets into the second time. She is fouled with a hand in the back. The referee is playing advantage. Can Emma Conway convert it? Can she get it to Conway? We're going to come back. We're going to come back from a free to Emma Conway. So, good strong work from Emma. There's going to be another chance for Tara Burke. Very good in this second half. Last free was probably slightly more difficult angle wise. Another chance for the Causeway woman. Here she goes, looking for number 3 for this half. As she got that one, she hasn't. It's gone. It's gone to the outside of the post, so the score remains 8 points to 6. 11 and a half minutes gone in this second half. We had about 3 minutes where the game was paused while Keela Burke was receiving attention for Down. Down is batted back down to where it came from. Now Down have picked it up again there through McEnany. She's coming back outside as far as Savage. Savage slews to lose that at the last minute, and Kerry have managed to turn it over. Just coming out of the D, it's the Down players who are foraging or fighting for that one. That one just looks like maybe there's too much and it's going to get out to the sideline, and there's a line ball, an attacking line ball from a Kerry point of view. They'll be hoping to build something from here. So just 2 scores coming in the second half, both coming from the hurley of Tara Burke, both from frees. Good defending there from Down as that one is played. There's plenty of space down here. Can Down exploit as it comes into Keela Burke? Keela has it, she still has it, she's managed to stay on her feet. She did really well there. The referee has pulled it back though. We're going to come back from a free. I think he might have been trying to play advantage there to the Down captain. She did well to stay on her feet, but he realised we'll come back and she'll get more out of a free than she would have letting the play go on. Chant of Kerry comes up around the stadium, which the crowd do eventually get behind. It was going to be Niamh McGrath Down who's going to take this one. So Niamh just inside the 45. Down and feel they need a score here in the second half. That one looks good. We're right behind that, and that went straight over the non-existent black spot here in Clane. It was accurate, it was in the post, and that's all that matters. Niamh will be happy with herself for that one. Just keeps her side in this game. Just one in it again. So yet to get a score from play in this second half with 3 frees, 2 for Kerry and 1 for Down. Still again, we've seen plenty of this in the game. Lots of these little rucks just fighting for possession. These are the balls you really have to want to win to get involved in it. The referee, what has he decided? He said play on, you can sort it out yourselves, and it seems to Kerry who are coming out of this little ruck, and they have it eventually squirt out. Or maybe it was there a tripler, did she fall? The referee says play on. as Kerry now have it, and now they have a chance. Good work, good solo, and big tackle coming there from Niamh McGrath. She got a free at the other end. Now she's back defending. Does she have the ball? She does eventually. Still trying, working her absolute socks off back there. Did a little back flick there for herself and managed to win her side of free. And now she's going to sprint down to the other end of the field, trying the other end of this one. Good working there from McGrath. So, looks like it's McGrath who's going to take this one for down. That's a huge clearance, but not bad either. It's dropping. A few hands go for that. It's a Kerry player who comes out with it. That Kerry player is Ciara Sullivan, who has been an Adonis back there in that number 6 position. And now there's a bit of space to run into. Looks like Ruth O'Connor's running into that one. Shortens up the grip, and the hurley just sends it maybe 10 or 15 yards forward. Not clean possession though either, just yet. And who is coming out? It's a down player. That looks like it's Sophie McGrath over there. Sophie clears that down. There is a bit of space down here. Can Amy Morgan get onto this? Amy has 2 points from that first half. She knows where the goals are. She's lost her footing. The referee says it was fair though. She fell over herself. She's been turned over. And the Kerry crowd really loved that one, because if Amy Morgan had got the ball there, she had one thing on her mind. And it's okay. She lost her foot and she's turned over. And the ball is cleared down to the other end of the field. But we are actually going to come back. It looks like there's a down player down, receiving a bit of attention. So we're halfway through this second half. We're just joining us. There was a bit of a stoppage at the start of the half, so we would expect probably about 3 minutes to be added on, plus however long this stoppage takes. We're enjoying this from everywhere watching around the world. We know we have viewers in from Germany, in from Kerry, in from down, of course, but all over the world, and hope you're enjoying it. Today's match brought to you in association with Electric Ireland. This All-Ireland Minor C Shield final. All the players are trying to get a bit of water on. It's a hot, muggy day here, probably about 17 or 18 degrees. You can see the clouds overhead us. They're starting to form. They're starting to get black and look menacing, but hopefully they'll hold off for another 20 minutes or so. This game, of course, if it finishes all square, will go to a replay. There is no extra time, so there might be a second day out. Very early days, we're talking about that here with about 14 minutes left plus the time added on. But just for viewers at home and for everyone else who knows, this one finishes after the 60 minutes and we go again if needs be.
I won't get ahead then.
Still pause here for that injury on the far side of the field to Amy Morgan, I think. Hard to see from this position. Leg injury on the far side of the field. She has the physio and the referee are over there as well. She's up. She's slightly hobbling, maybe just gingerly getting on her feet again. Again, the physio is giving her a fitness test live out on the field. And we might have a change here. It looks like Down are about to bring on number 24. Down number 24 is Lena Mason. She's here in front of us warming up. She's going to replace, looks like she's going to replace Shannon Coulter. Shannon Coulter makes her way off the field. She was not the player who was receiving the attention. The Down management, David Coffey, decides it's time to mix things up, and on comes Lena Mason. And Amy Morgan is back up on her feet again, and Down are back up to 15 fully fit players. But it's a Kerry free out, and they've dropped that one dangerously, menacingly in around the house. But it's Anya Breen who's onto that. It bounced into her hand. She did really well to read it. Clears it out, but not very far. It's still there. There's still danger. A Kerry player can get it, to Down players have enough players there to block it up, but they haven't managed to block it up. But Kerry now have managed to work that one out there. Looks like Shannon Collins is heading towards the sideline though. Brilliant block down there, just forcing her back out, not giving her time to swing. And Down have done enough again to stop any score accruing from that. Brilliant over there from Sophie McGrath, who was quickest to react to that block down. Came in there like a little ferret, just in on top of that ball, gathered it, and away she came and won her side a free out. 7 points to 8 in favour of Kerry, just one in this 18 and a half minutes gone. Striking into a fairly stiff breeze now is Caitlin McGrath. She takes this one. Brilliantly taken. She was all in her own, but she did really well to hold on to that, giving that little 1-2 and getting a return, driving forward. She has one thing on her mind, and that's to get Kerry another score. Has the ball worked out? Yes, it has. Look at the open road. Kerry can knock down another score. A confident looking strike. It's gone over the bar. I think she was half thinking about putting that under the crossbar as the strike came in, but they all count. That one has been knocked over, and it's the first one from play from Tara Burke. She got 5 from frees, now she has 1 from play. 6 points in total for her. Unorthodox puck out, we hadn't seen that so far in the game. Up as far as Anya Breen. Now Anya Breen, she has a bit of space to think about where she's going to play this one. She plays it down looking for Byrne. Byrne has it now. Byrne turns. Kayla Byrne gives that back inside as far as McGrath. Sophie McGrath looks up and eyes the ball inside. It's bouncing, it's happened. Is it going to make its way in? Amy Morgan was waiting menacingly, but down still have it. If they can just get it up here, there could be danger, and they have it eventually. It's McConnell now. McConnell been pushed down into Mason. Mason has it. Just too much on that. Brilliant defending in there. While he only was, she did really well. We mentioned a few minutes ago, her sister's watching over in Germany, and she'll be as proud as punch to see the defending that went on there. And we're going to restart again with a puck out for Lauren Bowler. Lauren dropping that one well read again. It looked like Byrne was onto that. Kayla Byrne did really well there. She was down injured at the start of his half, but she's really come into it since then. That really gave her the injection of energy she needed. And she's covered every blade of grass since then. That one is bouncing and hopping. Again, it's Keela Byrne. Keela gets it again. Keela plays that inside. Is she going for the score? Seb is dropping. Well batted. Still there now. Pull it. There was danger there. That was batted straight down. Amy Morgan was in under that. She was sniffing around for any kind of a chance. She pulled, but she didn't make a connection. And Kerry lived to fight another day. Savage for down now. Big tackle coming in there. The referee says play on though. The crowd here aren't sure what to make of that one. And the free has gone the other way. Or has the ball gone out and play on the far side of the field? I think we're going to stop either way. I think it might be a line ball on the far side of the field. 2 points in it now. 7 points to 9 in favour of women from Munster. Inside in their own. Between the two 65s. Referee having a word with the players potentially. He's taking this. There's another player down here down to our left as well, so that's what the slight pause is about. The Kerry player, she's back up on her feet again though. It looked like it was Leonie Walls. Probably needed a bit of a breather after defending the last attack there from a down perspective. She's up, she gets a round of applause here from the crowd, and you can see the subs on the far side give her a clap as well, but she's up and she's ready to go. The ref showing how he stopped the clock for that. Both teams will be happy to see that. Probably down, happier to see it. Kerry will want the 60 minutes to come as they are leading at this stage. That one is dropping in. It's going to head out. Just too much on that. A wasted opportunity potentially there from a Kerry point of view, but they'll look up and they'll see we're leading by 2 points. About 8 minutes in normal time. We would expect a substantial amount of time to be added on at the end of the 30 here. That one bounced into the hands of Savage now. Savage plays that out the line up as far as Sharkey. Still working hard over there. Both players, but no one has won it, and it's gone out. It's gone out of play. And it's going to be a line ball to Kerry back inside their own half between the 45 and the 65. So I just want to give it one last push here to try and get that All-Ireland title in the bag. That one is pulled. Who's going to get onto that? Niamh McGrath down, looks menacing as she comes out to that. Kerry have a couple of players in around and making life difficult for her, and they manage to turn it over, and now that's cleared up the line. They're looking to try and play it up to Collins now. Collins goes up for that. She's up against Claire Morgan, and Claire Morgan looks to have come down with the ball. She's looking around and she plays that back diagonally to where it came from. Under that one over there though is McCarthy. McCarthy gets this one. She's on her bike, she's heading down inside. She plays the ball back inside, and there is support. There is support from Kerry. Plays that one as far as Collins now. Collins has it. Collins heading towards the goal. Up to the edge of the knee. Still Collins. What a hook coming in there. Made her miss the ball as she was driving through. Destined to put out over the crossbar. But great defending from a down point of view. And now they've got the ball, and now they have a chance to maybe move on and get a score. In as far as Savage again. Savage who's been the playmaker all day for down. Plays that one outside, out as far as McGrath now. Sophie McGrath plays that one down inside. Where's that going to drop? They're trying to play it into Amy Morgan. Amy Morgan doesn't get it. Leonie Walls is doing really well again, putting her body on the line, not letting Morgan inside her. It's still there. Leonie Walls still has it. She's coming out with that one. She managed to make 10 or 15 really important yards, and she's lost the ball now to Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath over the 45. Stick pass inside. Is there a chance for Mason now? Mason not on the field very long. Doesn't make a huge connection with Down. Down is batted back out. It's still there, but Kerry have enough numbers back there because there was danger there. Again, Bowler was forced into back that one out, and it could have fallen to a down player. It doesn't, but now we're going all the way back up the field, and it's Anya Breen now. Anya Breen heading towards her own goals, trying to get a bit of space. She does play that one outside as far as Morgan. Morgan now on the 45. Stick pass up the line, up as far as Sophie McGrath. Sophie McGrath has been hugely impressive today. Steps inside her player. She's looking up. She thought about a score there. Put everything she had into that one. It's dropping down inside. Still there, hopping around the place, and it's Down who have it, driving forward towards the goal. Let out inside. It's Morgan. Morgan goes back outside for McGrath. McGrath! Oh, off the woodwork. It's still there. Mason. Mason pulls on it. Still there. Pulled again. 3 shots in succession. None of them have found the net touch. Still there. Still Mason. Mason comes across. Batted one-handed down inside. McGrath's in there. What has the referee decided? He said there was a chop, and it's going to be free out. What drama! Down midfield. What do we have to do to score? 3 separate occasions trying to put the ball in the net. The one that hit the woodwork was probably the best chance. Nina Mason also had a chance, but look back up at that scoreboard again, and it'll be the Kerry people celebrating. 7 points to 9, 5 minutes of normal time to go, but how Down didn't get a goal there, they'll be wondering. But can Kerry get a lift from that? They managed to work it back down inside here. Good work in there with Claire Morgan and Down. She gives a little hand pass inside as far as Savage. Savage then good ball, plenty of space in there as far as Sophie McGrath. Sophie McGrath again trying to get things going. Down is bouncing. There could be danger here, but it's well read back there eventually. Good defender from a Kerry perspective. Roisin Quinn who clears that one up the line. That's going to drop straight into the hands of Byrne though. Byrne puts that one back into the melting pot. It hasn't got the legs, it's well saved. Maybe it should have been left off. It drops to McConnell now. McConnell spins back inside, gives it back to Morgan. Morgan with the shot, and Morgan with the point. And really that's no more than Amy Morgan and Down deserve for that extended bit of pressure and play they had over the last 5 minutes. 9 points to 8 now, 4 minutes of normal time, plus whatever injury time will be added on, and there will be a fair amount of that, you would imagine, as Down introduced number 21 to the play. Number 21 is Niamh McConville. She comes into the play now for the last, who knows how long will be played. So Niamh McConville replaces Kayla McConnell. She gets a huge reception for the crowd there as she comes out. Just 1 point in this one. This is far closer than any of the experts would have predicted as Kerry come back onto the ball against her McCarthy. Again, she runs into a bit of a brick wall there of red and black, and it's still there. It's gone to ground. Not coming up for anyone too easy. Still no one wants to take a step back. This is an All-Ireland final. We're into the last 3 minutes of normal time. The next score you feel will be vital. A 1 point lead is a dangerous lead in any game, especially in an All-Ireland final, especially with 3 minutes of normal time to go. Kerry line ball now on the far side of the field. Chipped in nicely. Where's it going to go? It's going to drop down. Not to anyone cleanly yet, and Kerry are first to react to that breaking ball. Swung around there, and no doubt about it there, that was a foul. The referee, John Burke, easy decision for him to make. And now Tara Burke has a chance just to maybe take the pressure off her side a small bit. 1 point is a dangerously. 2 is almost as dangerous, but it's still better than 1. So here goes Tara Burke. 1, 2, 3. She has 6 in the game already. 1 from play, the rest for freeze. She's dropping that one up the legs, but it might have the legs to cause danger. Takes a deflection, looks like it's gone out for a 45. That's exactly what the referee said. That looks like it hit off Anya Breen's leg and goes out for a 45. So now we have another chance. Kerry fans and the Down fans here in front of us biting their nails. Intriguing contest that we're seeing in front of us that's so finely poised here. 2 minutes left in normal time now. So take 2 for Tara Burke. Looking for number 7 for the day. This one will be huge if it goes over. She bends, she lifts, she strikes, and she scores. No doubt about it. Tara Burke knew where that was going. The rest of us in the crowd were biting our lips. We were doing everything trying to see what's going to happen here. But Tara Burke She had no doubt that was going over the crossbar. Kerry now lead by 2. Still there, down, haven't given up. There's still plenty of time they'll feel. There's Kerry who are back in possession of the ball. Tara O'Neill now for down involved in that one as well. She's taking a step back now, trying to pick up the break, but it's still there. Byrne is in there on top of that for down, and it's a down player who comes away with it. They know how important the score is. Out as far as Sophie McGrath. Sophie McGrath takes on 2 players, still Sophie. Good ball, well blocked though. Stood up to her really well. And Kerry have turned that one over, now play it back inside. But it's a 2-on-1 situation favouring the down team, and they do well there to turn that one over. Kerry was just outnumbered there, made it very easy for the down defence as that was cleared back down the line. It's cleared into a bit of space, it's going to bounce and go over the line. It's going to be a line ball. Oh, a lot of controversy here. We're trying to decide who that went to. It's going to be given to Kerry though. It looks like it should be going the other way, and the referee has decided, yeah, we're going the other way with that one. It did take a touch, and this one has been cheered as if it's a goal. Down, we hope they can get a goal out because they're 2 points down here in front of us. The crowd really getting into today's game. Great sense of excitement, anticipation about this one. So here's Sophie McGrath. Between the 265s, she's taking the breeze. 10 seconds of normal time to go in this one. I think there's going to be a change. Is there possibly a couple of changes there that Kerry have brought on too to maybe slow down the clock? I want to see 2 changes for Kerry, I think. Because again, we're going to see a lot of time added on, I would imagine, at the end of this game. The official here in front of us trying to get the information for these 2. The crowd here not loving it because it is slowing down the game. Kerry have made 2 changes. Oh, and we're going to have 4 minutes added on, which is a little bit less than I was expecting, but 4 minutes added on. We didn't get confirmation of those 2 Kerry changes, but when we do see them, rest assured we will bring them to you as quick as we can. Now Kerry on the ball again, turning, been held in a tackle there was Shannon Collins. She hand passed that back outside. There might be a move on here for Kerry. Played that one, lovely ball inside. Kerry holding on to this one through the number 17 who went on very long gentleman. New gentleman plays it in. Kerry still on the attack and still drop it. A wild enough pull coming there from down perspective, but they managed to get away with it and come away with the ball. Not a huge clearance, it only goes maybe 10 yards and right to a Kerry player. Now the referee has given a free in. Was there a push in the back? That's what he has given it for, and this one is right on the 45, very central. If Tara Burke can convert this one, push her side 3 clear and maybe make it safe. We've played 1 minute of the 4 who are due to be added on. So you'd imagine a couple of more minutes will have to be added on for the stoppage here now. 8 points to 10 in favour of Kerry, going for their first ever Electric Ireland Minor C Shield title. Down won this title back in 2019, as we mentioned. Hoping to retain it here today. There's still a chance for the Kerry in the driving seat at the moment though. All eyes will be on John Burke once this goes again, as there will be time added on as a result of this, you'll have to imagine. So we might have a change to the time being added on. The 4th official has gone to his board again, and he's going to be giving us a new number in a minute, I would imagine. Oh, he's bringing us a sub. It looks like number 27 for Kerry has now made her way onto the field. That's Lana O'Connell is on. And Amy O'Loughlin has made her way off the field for Kerry there for Lana. So all eyes now turn to Tara Burke. Tara Burke on the 45, looking for another score. She's just to secure it for her side, and like a metronome, like she's been all day, misses consistency as she puts that over the crossbar, and another score for Kerry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points now for Tara Burke. Of her side's 11. The other one's coming, one for Conway, one for Yasmin O'Brien, and one for Shannon Collins. Or the other score, that one taken out of the skies there by Hannah Ryan. Hannah goes back inside. And it's going to be Tara Burke. You'd imagine she's going to cross and take this one slightly farther out. The angle is slightly more difficult. If she gets this one, it makes it a 2-score game. It'll push us out to the 4 points. Then we'll need a goal and a point to bring it to a replay. Tara will be doing everything she can to at least ensure that cushion is pushed out a bit. Here goes Tara with the shot. Tara, the All-Ireland final, is on the line, and she strikes that again as if she's playing in her backyard. She puts that over the bar. Number 9 for Tara Burke. 33 minutes and 45 seconds played here. There were meant to be 4. I will imagine there'll be a couple more added on, as there's been a few injuries even in the time added on here. Kerry back in possession of the ball, trying to work it out in their own defence, trying to run it, just hold on possession. Possession is key. Up to Tara Burke again. Tara Burke plays that inside, it's dropping around the edge of the D. Couple of big tackles come in there. Down need to get the ball down to the other end of the field, though they'll feel. They'll try to get it down as quickly as they can. Down is played up as far as Sharkey. Sharkey loses possession of that. The ball just drops out of her hand at the last minute. It's still there. Back in possession of Kerry now, into a bit of space, in as far as Shannon Collins. Shannon, she has a point already in this game. She's heading away from goals. She makes a connection. It's not a good one though, as it goes straight to a down player. That down player is McEnany. She fouled, and we're going to come back. A few people here I think thought that was the final whistle, as we had played 34 and a half minutes. We were stopped there in the last couple of minutes for maybe 2 minutes. So I imagine there'll be at least another minute or so added on in this one. The down players all heading forward. This is an All-Ireland final. You want to win it. The Kerry players are retreating. There's only one player inside the attacking 45 as this one is taken and knocked in. Down playing into a bit of a breeze this second half. This bouncing and bouncing into the hands of a Kerry girl, and that's exactly what every fan here wants to see. Is clear down again, have the numbers over there, and they'll put this one back down to throw it again to give them one last chance. They need a goal. They need a goal at this stage. They're 4 points down. It's knocked down inside. It's one down player against 2 Kerry players. That down player is Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath, was she pushed, or is it going to be a line ball? It's going to be a line ball. They would have preferred the free, but Niamh McGrath will take this line ball regardless. They know they're against the clock here. They need to create something quick. A goal is all that will suffice at this stage, and even then they'll need to get another score from that puck out. But the referee says no, it's a line ball, not a free. I think he's saying go back. We need to take that one again, Niamh. Again, Niamh will hope that this has all been added on and just eaten into her time to try and get 2 scores out of this. Not easy. She needs to keep the head here, does Niamh. She has 3 already in this game. 2 from a free, 2 from frees, and 1 from play. The supporters here are very anxious. This one is taken. She plays down into a bit of space, trying to get it down into Sophie McGrath. Just too much on it. And is that it? Have we seen the last chance for down? We played 36 minutes gone here. The crowd chanting Kerry, 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 as we're going to see this one pucked out by Lauren Bowler. Lauren, will this be the last puck? Will this give Kerry this Electric Ireland Minor C Shield title? The referees decide no, we're going to play on another bit. John Burke, the man in the middle from Galway. That one is played down the line. There is space, there is a chance here for Kerry to go again. The down players know they need to get onto this again. Kerry's trying to keep it away from them, but down have managed to turn this one over. They've worked it back outside again. Still a chance. Mason, Leanne Mason, a goal chance earlier on involved in that one. She's been turned over, and there it is. There is the final whistle. After 36 minutes and 40 seconds, John Burke has decided to blow it up, and Kerry, for the first time in their history, have won this title. What a performance from all their players, all the substitutes, all the managers. We've absolutely delighted with how that one went. They were favourites coming into this one, which can be more difficult at times when they played down back in round 2. They beat them by 11 points. This one was much, much closer. Credit to Down, they really put her up to Kerry. It was all square at half time, 6 points apiece. But in the second half, Kerry just seemed to kick on, get that extra gear. The player of the match, there's a lot of contenders for it. Looking at the Down team, a couple of players straight away. Sophie McGrath for one stood out as a huge player. Cara Savage was also immense. On the Kerry side, the likes of Tara Burke, Emma Conway, Shannon Collins, they were all absolutely brilliant and all well deserved. Well, from a Kerry perspective, they all well deserved that All-Ireland title. But the player of the match today, we will give it to Tara Collins of Causeway. She scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for Tara. 8 of them were from frees, but they were important. They kept their side ticking over. They're not easy to get in an All-Ireland final, but she had nerves of steel as she stood over free after free and just knocked them all over. And that is really what separated her side. The downside here, getting a huge round of applause, and well, they deserve it. Put in a huge performance. 8 points to 12, only 4 in it. 11 the last time they met. Such a different game, and it really could have went either way. Down had a couple of goal chances in that second half. In one piece of play, they had 3 chances of a goal. None of them, unfortunately, from their point of view, went over the line. But if they had, it would have been a different game. The final score: Kerry 12 points, Down 8 points. As the scoreboard operator must be going home early as he takes down the score from us here. We're expecting the cup presentation to take place here, so bear with us for that one. We'll be hoping to get a word with player of the match potentially for this player of the match, Tara Burke. So we're going to take a quick pause while we set up for the cup presentation.
I've got most muted at the moment anyway.
Come around a wee bit, girl. Go ahead. Is that okay? Right, we're just through the player of the match first here. The player of the match is number 11 for Kerry, Burke.
Get to the cup now. So it is Roisin and Emma.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just before we do the presentation, just want to thank Clane for the use of their facilities here today and for all their backroom staff who helped in any way. To all our match officials for their duties here today as well. And last but not least is our Camogie Association staff who work so hard behind the scenes to organise these all today. So I call on the captains now. That's the vice captain is Ciara and Emma. Captain and vice captain. Just before we finish here, just want to say what a thrilling game of Camogie girls. Both teams deserve credit. Your teams and your management, absolutely excellent for a minor C competition. Thrilling game. Commiserations to Down, and you're a fantastic team, and your management do well as you move forward. Thank you very much.
Hold the two mics and talk in loud.
Look, it's absolutely fantastic. I think we all feel like it's been about 4 years coming for us to finally win something. I'd just like to thank the ref. We had him last week as well. He was quite good anyway. I'd like to thank the field, and I'd like to thank all our mentors. They're absolutely excellent. Ian, Eilish, Trish, and Kevin and Joe. They've been with us for... Oh, and Morris, sorry. They've stuck with us through the whole year, and they put a lot of effort into us, and I think we finally got the outcome that we wanted.
We'd like to say a big thanks to the County Board and to all our sponsors, especially Energy Wise and the O'Donoghue Rings Collection, for getting us here. We'd also like to remember one of our old mentors, Pat Sheehan, who was with us 2 years before, who unfortunately passed away. And we'd also like to thank Down, of course, for a great game. So 3 cheers for Down. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Is it?
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah.
This is just for the Camogie live stream on YouTube. Yeah. So we're live now. So, Tara, All-Ireland champions, how does it feel?
Oh, it's unreal. Like, I can't even describe the feeling. Like, we've been wanting it for so long. Like, I don't think we've ever won the minor, Kerry minor, like, so it's unreal. Like, it's actually class.
Standing over those frees, nerves of steel out there, what was going through your head?
I don't even know, like, I don't know, like, I suppose I have to thank the Joe and Ian and all them, like, you hear them on the sideline, you know, pushing me on, and the girls as well, like, they're just unbelievable, like, you know, yeah.
You played Down earlier in the year and you got the better of them fairly easy. Today was a different story. Talk to us about the game.
Yeah, like, totally different. It's way tougher, it's way warmer, like, when we played them in Banagher, like, it was kind of cold, like, you know, but, like, way warmer today, and they're very strong, like, they are very strong. They're a tough team, like, physical as well.
What do you think was the turning point of the game?
I don't know, really. I suppose when when we came out at half time, like, they were telling us to keep pushing, like, and I suppose when we got a few points on the board, like, it helped a bit, like, you know, yeah.
What do you think this will do for Camogie and Kerry now over the next few years?
I'd say more people will be involved in Camogie, like, sure, the Kerry seniors won the league as well, like, it was unbelievable, and now winning again today is just class, like, it's so good.
Congratulations, Tara. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
I've been very much for your time here joining us on the Camogie Association's live stream of this in association with Electric Ireland. Thanks very much for your company, and we'll be back and join with you again very, very soon.